Welcome, my dear students, to the part 1 of today's session from the chapter Wave Optics. In this module, let us discuss about the Young's double slit experiment. In the last class, we had seen that interference means adding up of two light waves at a particular point. We had also discussed about coherent sources. We can see that interference of light from these two sources S1 and S2 occur and alternate dark and bright fringes will be obtained on the screen, which are called as interference fringes. Now let us look into detail about Young's double slit experiment. To get a coherent source, light from a single source is passed through two slits and the resultant is obtained on a screen. Here we have already seen that there are points of constructive and destructive interference. So let us look into detail about the conditions for obtaining constructive and destructive interference. Let two coherent sources of light S1 and S2 are derived from a source S and the two slits S1 and S2 are equidistant from the source S. Let us suppose that the separation distance between the two slits S1 and S2 is small d and the distance between the slits and the screen is capital D. The resultant intensity at a point is a maximum or a minimum according as the path difference between the waves is an integral multiple of wavelength or an odd multiple of half wavelength respectively. Thus, for an external point P to be bright or dark, these conditions must be followed. For P to be the center of a bright fringe, we must have S2P minus S1P, which is the path difference, must be a multiple of n lambda, where n is equivalent to 0, 1, 2, etc. For P to be the center of a dark fringe, we must have S2P minus S1P is equivalent to 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, where n is equivalent to 0, 1, 2, etc. Now let us find the expression for the path difference S2P minus S1P. So from the triangle PNS2, by applying Pythagoras theorem, we can see that S2P square is equivalent to S2N square plus Pn square, which is equivalent to capital D square plus x plus small d by 2 the whole square. Here x is the distance from the center point of the two slits, that is O, to the external point P, and MO is equivalent to d by 2. Similarly, from the triangle S1PM, S1P square is equivalent to S1M square plus PM square, which is equivalent to capital D square plus x minus d by 2 the whole square. S2P square minus S1P square is equivalent to x plus d by 2 the whole square minus x minus d by 2 the whole square. We are already familiar with the identity a square minus b square is equivalent to a plus b into a minus b. So S2P square minus S1P square can be written as S2P minus S1P into S2P plus S1P. Expanding a plus b whole square is equivalent to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We get x plus d by 2 the whole square is equivalent to x square plus 2x into d by 2 plus d square by 4. Similarly, expanding a minus b whole square is equivalent to a square plus b square minus 2ab. We get x minus d by 2 whole square is equivalent to x square plus d square by 4 minus 2x into d by 2. Removing the brackets, we get S2p minus S1p into S2p plus S1p is equal to x square plus 2x d by 2 plus d square by 4 minus x square plus 2x d by 2 minus d square by 4. So the right hand side will become 2xd. Here we are assuming that small d is very much smaller compared to capital D. That is, distance between the slits is very smaller compared to the distance between the slits and the screen. Then S1p will be approximately equivalent to S2p, which will be approximately equivalent to capital D. Then equation 3 will become 2d into S2p minus S1p is equivalent to 2xd, or S2p minus S1p is equivalent to x into small d divided by capital D. S2p minus S1p here acts as the path difference. So for maxima or bright fringe, the path difference x small d by capital D must be a multiple of n lambda, or x is equivalent to n lambda capital D by small d, where n is equivalent to 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, etc. During destructive interference, dark fringes are formed and the path difference x small d by capital D must be equivalent to n plus half lambda, or x is equivalent to n plus half lambda capital D by small d. The dark fringe and bright fringe are equally spaced, and the distance between two consecutive bright fringe or two consecutive dark fringe is defined as the fringe width, which is given by beta is equivalent to xn plus 1 minus xn. Substituting as n is equivalent to n plus 1 and n is equivalent to n in the equation for bright fringe or dark fringe, we get beta is equivalent to lambda capital D by small d. So the fringe width is given by beta is equivalent to lambda capital D by small d. That is, the bright fringes and the dark fringes are equally spaced in the case of interference of light. So for bright fringes and dark fringes, fringe width will be equal. Hope you have got an idea about Young's double slit experiment and the equation for fringe width. Thank you, dear students.